Alright, it's that time again for the Diecast Racing Report. This week's weekly wrap-up comes to you from Chaos Canyon 3D Botmaker Hot Car Track, plus a bunch of newbies. Right, first up, Chaos Canyon, the Redemption, semi-finals and final. There was a lot of excitement out on the track with some crazy driving. What do you think, Guru?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy there with Diecast Racer X, Jimbo and Kit KM getting all tangled up there doing a conga line for some reason. Don't know what they were up to. And then Jimbo and Pete Beardsley here with a beautiful little overtake coming down the back straight.
Oh, and who could forget Scorpio Love Smith and his massive wall rides here. I mean, this one through Kahuna Corner was just insane, and then he pulls out, drops it down beautifully.
Jump of the week has to go to Brian Vaughan. I mean, that massive leap there, that was not only a big time air, the only one of the competition, but it was also part of a perfect run. It left the other drivers so stunned. Look at the carnage in behind him.
The drivers certainly kept Rex Towing very busy that weekend, but thankfully no one was injured.
This next event should be good. The Chevy Showdown El Camino versus Monte Carlo kicking off soon.
Alright, moving on to 3D Botmaker. If you haven't seen this channel, you need to jump over. He's running a classic stock car tournament at the moment. The cars are from Nero 62 and these things are a work of beauty.
Absolutely, mate. As you know, I've been a custom car builder for many years, and I gotta say, Nero 62 has nailed some of these cars. They are stunning.
And this racing, there's thrills, spills, lots of action, and of course, some fantastic commentary.
I mean, look at the quality of the work there, the paint jobs, the art. This is just spectacular.
And of course, it's not just the stock car tournament, there is also King of the Mountain. Now this is a huge competition with cars coming in from all over the world, modified cars only.
Yeah, I do love a good modified car. Some of these customs are just amazing.
There's a lot of quality work out there and some absolutely beastie rides that are just blazing down this track. This particular custom here comes out of Mike Mays from RTR Diecast Racing League, driven by Shelby Mays' daughter, and getting a bit of a tap there. Alright, make sure you jump over and watch that race, and then next week there's Disco Inferno versus Battle Cat. Should be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, there's lots of different cars to see on that track. That's one of the things I really like about it. And of course, who can forget Hot Car Track and Monday Night Hot Rods? I love this show. And there's also a Thursday night race as well. Unfortunately, we can't include it in this week's highlights because we're doing this ahead of time. But make sure you jump over and check it out. He's also just passed 500 subscribers, so big congratulations to Simon. He's doing great work with his track there. Mount Western Raceway is an awesome little track. And Thursday night racing sees Hansi Ladigan fighting for the hot rod title. So get along and check it out.
Now, one of the newbies this week is Beaverworx. This track is crazy. It has everything. We've got a drag track. There's a proper off-road track, which we'll have a little bit more of a look at. You've got fat track racing and the mega jump ramp. Right. So there is lots to keep you entertained over there.
I was really keen to see this Ford Ranger Raptor put through its paces down this course, and it didn't disappoint. The cars get 3 runs down and it's worked on a gate system. You can see here just how rough this course is and how hard that suspension's having to work. It's just a great little idea for a track, and I mean, just look how far this thing slides.
And speaking of action, DRC Racing out of Sri Lanka. This is another great little track, fast and furious action, lots going on over there, some great head-to-head races happening, and of course the track looks fantastic.
Yeah, she's a real little beauty of a track. There's been some very tight racing, just like the Canyon. There's lots of last-minute overtakes and some wicked crashes, some great entertainment there, and I love the way these cars cross the finish line. A lot of them coming in sideways, but all of them coming in hot. And
there you go, Here's one of the classic finishes. Alright, coming up next week for them, they've got the Porsche Panamera Turbo S versus the Honda Civic Type R. Jump on over to their channel. If it's something you'd enjoy, make sure to follow them and subscribe to their channel as well. Moving now to Jackson Pass Speedway. Fat track racing, multi-corner, and I know that this track is going through upgrades as we speak, but I do love a good fat track race. It just opens up the possibility for all sorts of maneuvers and spectacular action.
Yeah, there's some great stuff happens on the fat track. It's why it's so popular nowadays.
And there certainly seems to be a lot of tracks springing up all over the world, which is fantastic to see. I think being on lockdown has opened a lot of people's eyes and they've seen the potential here.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what's really good is, like this page, pretty much everybody has a Facebook page where you can jump on and get involved and even be a driver on the track, whether it's using one of their cars or whether it's sending in your own modified vehicles or even your own stock level vehicles and actually getting out on a track. Which
is so awesome, you know, being able to race all around the world is something that most people have only ever dreamed of.
Yeah.
And now it's an option.
Long may it continue.
Now it's something a little bit different here, not racing, but still car related. Diecast 64 has been doing this for quite a while, but he's just started up a new channel and it's called Picture That. Follow him along as he takes his cars out for custom photo shoots.
Yeah, most people take their cars and just shoot them, you know, at home, in the shed, in the garage, something like that. And it's actually really nice to get out and take some good quality photos of them, something you'd actually be proud to put on your wall, rather than just your snap with all the junk in the background. And I really like what he's doing with this, and I'd encourage you to jump over and have a look.
So Diecast 64 based in Utah, and I mean, just look at this background. That's a stunning backdrop and really encourages you to get out and take some nice photos.
Yeah, I'd love to see some more images from around the world actually. We should even look at setting up a bit of a thing where people could send in their photos and we could add that to this.
That's a great idea, Guru. Tell you what, everyone, if you're watching this, leave a comment down below and let us know if you'd be interested in doing that.
So, was there anything from Mike Mays this week at RTR?
Well, funnily, they're in the middle of gearing up for their big Mustang tournament, which is going to be a cracker of a tournament. But in the meantime, Mike set up a little something special for the drivers.
Oh, sweet! A drive-in movie! That is so awesome! Can we get one of those at the track?
It's not really in our budget at the moment, Guru. We're still working on it.
Oh man, but what a great idea! That's awesome, Mike. Well done, mate.
Yeah, it was very nice of him. Alright, thanks very much, race fans. We hope you have a great week. Remember to check out these tracks. If you like what they do, comment, subscribe, and remember to like the videos and share them with all your friends. There's so much great content out there at the moment and it just keeps growing. We're going to try and keep you up to date with as much as we can, but for this week, that's it. If you're new to Diecast, do make sure you check out redlinederby.com as well. It's got a great resource for all of your questions. There's tips on building tracks, cars, modifying, pretty much everything you need to set your own one up. Make sure you get over and check it out. Alright, that's it from me, Tom Spanners Watson.
And it's it from me, the Guru.
And we will see you next time.